What up, y'all? Justin Gay, Seeds of Xanadu, out here, about to answer y'all's questions again. Out here rocking the comfy. Yo, I thought these jump off was called the cozy. I seen this on Shark Tank, and my kids came home with some for Christmas, and then my son got me this one for my birthday. Yeah, these are the truth, dude. Like, these are, this is the first time I've worn it outside. So I don't want to mess it up or anything, because that's what I do. But this is like 62 degrees in here, so it's relatively cold. We kind of keep it kind of cool in the greenhouse overall. 60 is right about the highest we tend to go. I don't even have a heater on right now. It's just that temp. It's just getting warmer now. Yeah. Anyway, comfies, they rock, dude. Hey, I think some people in Shark Tank passed this up, dude. These things are awesome, man. Proved you guys wrong that time, dude. I love the Shark Tank, but this is ill. Anyway, answering question time. Let's get it. Oh yeah, peep game. A lot of these questions, like always, are going to be coming from YouTube, farmers market, Instagram. So if you don't hear your name, more than likely, there's a lot of questions that I get, and I'm just going to kind of answer all of you guys at the same time. A lot of times I get asked the same question. I'm just going to answer broadly, but I will answer some of your guys directly. Some of you guys have already actually answered these questions, but it might be something that other people can benefit from. I can go into it with a little bit more detail now as well. So here we go. Digital currency investor. Much love for the video. Highly detailed. I'm curious as to how many trays you sell a week and how long it took you to ramp up once you started. Thanks. Subscribe. Thanks, man. See you out there. Right now we're doing right about 100 and something trays. Probably close to like 115 right now. That's all we're doing now. We will go up as high as 200. That's the limit. I mean, it's actually the limit for the most part. But that's as much as I've ever done. More than likely that will change. We actually went over, I kicked down, I scaled way back. One, we actually had some pretty bad market hits, but that stuff's all turning around now. And then two, I started cutting out a lot of different varieties. I was doing a lot of varieties, and it was just, I don't know, man. Some of them just weren't working, and it was just like, all right, dude, let me just go back to the basics, start here again, and then we'll reintroduce. So that's kind of the stages that we're at again right now. So we will get back up to our numbers, I think. And then plus we're going to be doing wheatgrass as well here pretty soon. So our numbers are going to pretty much increase. I'm not sure if we're going to be hitting that 200 mark again, but we definitely will be kind of flirting around that area. At least that's the overall goal. You know, because we too do other things outside of microgreens. We do leafy greens and salad greens and fruiting crops. Stay tuned, man, because I got some big news dropping about what's going to be happening out on the plot here pretty soon. Yeah, man, I'm really excited about it. It's going to be dope. But anyway, that's that question. And then how long did it take me to get to this point? It was like, well, the Seeds of Xanadu now, we're at 5 years. I got to 200 probably, I don't know, probably like last year. No, 2018, we got to over 200. Or 200, yeah, so whatever that was, so about 3 years. 3 years was about that's where we hit. That's just, mostly that was farmers markets, stuff like that. That's pretty much where we do the majority of our sales. So next question, Evan Massimino. My bad if I mispronounce that. Do I need airflow on trays that are just germinating or only after they've sprouted? For the most, yeah. See how these things are back here now? See, they're in stacks. And as you can see, I don't have any fans going on in here because we kind of just do everything outdoors. So we really don't turn the fans on in here anymore unless I really need them. But yeah, they're in stacks. So there's no need right now, man, because there's no air that's going to really go in there. Other people might, you know, have air like fans on, but that's mainly because of their other grow, if you ask me. I'm pretty sure that's why they had those fans on. Not so much because of those. And in fact, I'm not even trying to cool those things down. I kind of want them warm, especially this time of year, so that they can sprout that much faster. Now, after they've sprouted, that's game on. That's when we want the airflow. We want all that kind of circulation and all that stuff going. When these things sprout, we'll put them out on the trays, on these bigger racks, and I won't have a fan on in here as well. But again, we can open up this big garage door. They're constantly going outside, either through the back this is for the most part a fairly breezy place. So yeah, you know, we do get our amount of airflow. There's a lot of people out there that will say that if there's a mold or some kind of disease in one tray, and the airflow will actually help carry that over. I don't know that I necessarily believe that, but at the same time, I wouldn't say that that's wrong either. I've grown in way tighter areas than this, and I've not used fans and had a hell of a problem. And yeah, until actually I turned those fans on. As soon as I turned the fan on, it was a night and day difference between the amount of mold I was getting using nothing more than box fans, dude. So airflows, it's worth it, but yeah, wait till after they sprout. Bubble truck window cleaning, hell yeah, what's cracking, dude? I am curious about wheatgrass. Did you try selling wheatgrass, or did you try selling that? I think people, yeah, wheatgrass is cool. The thing about wheatgrass though is that I find is like a lot of times out here, especially you normally find wheatgrass, especially with the sprout people at their booths. So and a lot of times it comes in like the 20. I think it's like probably like a 20 by 20 tray, and they sell that stuff for, you know, not that it's pretty inexpensive, man. I like to, however, do it and juice it at the market at our juice bar. So that's kind of where we were doing it. I stopped doing it just because it became kind of low-key a pain in the butt to grow. It was getting a lot of mold issue, and I was just like, and then two, not a lot of people were buying it, but I think we're actually going to start juicing at another market here soon, one of our other markets. I think that might have some promise to. So we actually might start growing it for that market in particular, because they really ask for it a lot. Formerly Popeyes. Is that because you ate them sandwiches? I don't know, dude. I was seeing people wilding out about that. That's Popeyes, dude. Does the sun penetrate through insect netting? Yeah, for sure. I'm not exactly sure on what rating it takes out. If I had a guess, I would probably say it's like 10. It doesn't really block out any shade. It allows just sun. Its really only job is to obstruct pests from getting to your plants. It's a net, right? That's kind of it. I mean, a lot of times you'll even see me utilizing, like you've seen, I think in the video that you asked this question in, you see me using insect netting alongside of a 50% shade cloth. Yeah, that's something that I do because I need that shade cloth to actually dampen the light that would normally be penetrating into the row. That being said though, you know, if you are in shaded areas, that 10% may actually have, you know, an effect on what it is that you're doing. So, you know, you kind of want to be aware of that. I grew it back on row number 11, and it gets an overcast of shade from our tree back there. Anyhow, yeah, I noticed that my crop is a lot more spindly. It was a crop of arugula, a lot more spindly and a lot more yellow, or it wasn't as green. Keep that in mind if you're going to be using it. Where do you buy your trays, Justin? Again, I get my trays from a local area or a local company called Farron Inc. They're in Chino, California. Although I do think I am going to go over. I've said it before, but I'm certain now, especially with the 1-inch trays. I'm gonna go ahead and go over to those. Probably either from Bootstrap Farmer and probably Paper Pot Co. Just to big up both of those companies. And if there's any other local companies too, I wouldn't mind checking out what they had. But I do my best to kind of keep stuff local, if you will. But at the same time, you know, if I can't find a local, I like to support my friends and then people that are kind of in the struggle and people that I've got a lot of information from. I try to support those people first. So that's kind of my goal in the whole thing. But stay tuned. I think I'm just going to do a big video about that whole thing. A lot of people have asked, so I think I just might as well just do a video just about trays, and we'll get into the whole tray biz. Okay, Eddie Tuesday, have you seen the cardboard layer with plug technique? Will that work, or am I tripping? I'm trying to learn, so I watch as many videos as I can from everyone. Very smart. before I leave California, I would like to, I wouldn't mind buying a bit of produce and shake your hand. Dude, yeah, hell yeah, come and shake my hand, dude. I'll pound you up now, man. And yeah, man, I'd love to shake your hand, man. I'll just tell you what my experience with cardboard has been, and it's pretty much been sheet mulching techniques. That's kind of my extent when it comes to cardboard. That's something that I really do rely heavily on, especially when it comes to establishing any plot, really. I normally do use some cardboard. The first couple plots that I didn't use anything because it really wasn't needed, although I kind of wish that I did. Kind of. But then here, at this plot, yeah, dude, like you kind of have to, man. There's just so much Bermuda grass, all this other kind of stuff. But anyway, what I did was I just layered down all the compost that you see up front, right about 4 to 6 inches. I got like over 17 yards. It was a gang of compost I had, and I was able to put a lot of it up front. I think it was like, I don't know, probably close to 13 yards or so, if not more. I don't have the math, but I was shooting for like 4 inches, but I think we got thicker. What we had underneath that was a bunch of cardboard that I got from a local garage door manufacturer. So they just throw away this cardboard by the droves, and it's super huge, right? So you just have these long pieces and big pieces that you could work your area in for free, for cheap. So that's the best thing that I did, or mainly the only thing that I did with cardboard. On that topic though, if you deal with Bermuda grass, or if you're dealing with any kind of nasty rhizomial grass, I would, next time around, dude, I'm definitely gonna be double layering with cardboard. Yeah, just go ahead and double that. Actually do it in reverse so that you now are really covering up all those holes and stuff. Yeah, because I think that it takes a little bit more time to actually burn out those rhizomes before they can actually get to the surface. I haven't had too bad of a go of it out there. I mean, there is some that's popping up out there, but you know, it's not terrible, but I think maybe one more layer would be perfect. In fact, now when I think about it, the type of grass that I get out there is more of the sod grass. It's just pieces that I must have missed. Another question that I'm getting a lot lately is, do I have a separate job outside of this? Yes, I do. I own 2 businesses, so I run this. I'm a production sound engineer. So, yeah, those are my 2 flows of revenue streams that I have, and I'm actually putting on more, you know what I mean? So I think that it's kind of important, especially if you're going in on it alone, that you know, your revenue streams are, I like having more than one revenue stream, basically. You know what I'm saying? I feel more comfortable having more than one revenue stream that's not necessarily a part of the same thing. Don't get me wrong, there's other revenue streams within the big circle or the big caveat of what I do, like in production sound. You know, I can go off and do post-editing sound, which I have done. I've started a business with one of my good friends, and he's now pretty much just running that. But that's just like another offshoot of sound that I was actually able to go into, and just like in the gardening space, you know what I mean? Now I can actually go more into juicing, or you know, salads, or what, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's all these different types of areas in which you can go into, yeah, off of what it is that you're already doing, which is cool. So you want to build that, but at the same time, I like kind of having separate entities as well. It's kind of like I'm married, you know what I'm saying? Be your own best friend. My name is Justin, and I'm an only child. Anyway, y'all, I think that's all I got. Thank you for all the questions. I gotta go inside to eat anyway. I hope you guys are out there crushing it. I hope you guys are out there doing it, because you can. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. I really do like answering all your guys' questions, man. It really kind of keeps me on point. Dude, you know what, man? Honestly, this time I didn't have a lot of questions, but what I did have was a lot of just love. A lot of cats were just giving me so much love, dude. And yo, peace, dude. Like, that really means a lot to me, man. So thank you so much. Keep up the good work out there. Yo, I'm Justin Gay, the little plot that could. We talk to y'all, man. Peace. I'm here rocking a Kofi right now. These things low-key make me feel like a wizard. Yeah, if you guys aren't into comfies, dude, it's because you never put one on. These things are ill.